Since 2011, the two-time Pro Bowl running back was activated Monday after completing a 4-game suspension. The NFL's policy on performance enhancers. He expects to play this Thursday against the New England Patriots on Thursday Night Football. He's 28 years old. In a regular season game since last December 18th at Dallas. He was a healthy scratch the following week at New Orleans before the Buccaneers announced he'd also sit out the club season finale against the Carolina Panthers to begin a suspension that would also sideline him for the first 3 games of this year. Tampa Bay initially expected to get Martin back for last Sunday's home game against the New York Giants. That return was delayed a week, though, when Hurricane Irma forced a postponement of the team's scheduled season opener. In Martin's absence, they're off to their best start since winning 3 of 4 games to begin the 2011 season. The 2-time 1,000-yard rusher said he feels good physically. He's confident right away, even though the Buccaneers will only have 1 full practice before hosting the New England Patriots on Thursday night. The Dolphins are trying to bounce back from a disappointing start as they did last season. They're coming off a 20-0 loss to the New Orleans Saints in London, dropping to 1-2 on the season. The Dolphins have returned to South Florida in preparation to host the Tennessee Titans on Sunday. Miami has recent experience of bouncing back from a slow start, which they're hoping to repeat when they started 1-4 last season before finishing 10-6 and advancing to the playoffs for the first time in 8 seasons. Florida's big play offense is facing a big-time setback. Coach Jim McElwain expects to be without leading receiver Tyree Cleveland against the LSU Tigers on Saturday, a potentially significant loss for the 21st-ranked Gators, who are 3-1 on the season. McElwain said yesterday that Cleveland is wearing a walking boot on his right foot after badly spraining his ankle against Vanderbilt 2 days earlier. Cleveland was blocking on the perimeter during a running play in the 4th quarter at the end of the game when a Commodore defender fell on his foot. Cleveland leads the team in every receiving category, recording 15 catches and 326 yards, 2 touchdowns as well. Derek Jeter's group closed in on its purchase of the Miami Marlins yesterday, and he and new controlling owner Bruce Sherman will speak publicly for the first time about the new deal at a news conference today. Major League owners last week unanimously approved the $1.2 billion sale of the franchise by Jeffrey Loria to the investment group led by Jeter and Sherman. The closing came 1 day after the Marlins concluded their 8th consecutive losing season. That's the longest streak in the majors. The Oakland Raiders will be without quarterback Derek Carr as he suffered a transverse process fracture in his back on Sunday. Coach Jack Del Rio said Carr's injury could be as short as 2 weeks, but it could be longer as well. He added that Carr could be out as long as 6 weeks. That's sports on the Florida News Network. I'm Aaron Jacobson.
Pop quiz for all business owners. If you're not incorporated and someone sues your business, which one of these can you lose? Your home, your car, or your life savings? The answer? All 3. Because if you're not incorporated, it's not just your business that can be sued, it's you too, which means you could lose everything. Once business owners realize the risk of not being incorporated, they usually scramble to incorporate or form an LLC. To make it quick and easy, Incorporate.com is now giving away a free incorporation toolkit to all business owners, including exclusive information on how to start and grow your business. For your free incorporation tool, 1-800-940-2539. Protect your financial future. At Incorporate.com, they don't provide legal or financial advice. They just make incorporating or forming an LLC quick and easy. Call now for your free incorporation toolkit. They're giving them away for free at 1-800-940-2539. That's 1-800-940-2539.
We all know that sound means there's going to be some need for collision repair work, and soon. What you may not know is that it's your choice where to have that collision work done, not the other guy's insurance company. Because your vehicle is much more than just transportation. It's like a family member. So don't bring it to just any chain collision center. Bring it to Lyle's Collision Service. When it comes to getting your vehicle back to 100%, you can count on Lyle's Collision Service. They're not some fly-by-night chain company. They're a family-owned and run collision center with over 33 years of experience. Working with collision repairs and vehicle restoration, Lyle's Collision only uses quality parts and doesn't take shortcuts like some other companies. They take pride in getting the job done right and in a timely manner. They specialize in insurance claims and they strive to get your vehicle back to you as soon as possible. So the next time you hear this, remember, it's your choice. And the choice is clear. Lyle's Collision Service.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident on this Tuesday. Times of clouds and sun with a stray shower. It'll be rather windy, too. The afternoon high 83 to 87. Breezy Tuesday night with partly cloudy skies. There'll be more clouds and a couple of showers along the coast. Low 69 inland, 78 along the coast. For Wednesday, clouds, some sun and breezy with a shower and thunderstorm around, the high 83 to 87. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Whether you're building it up or knocking it down, get it done, rent it now. Sunbelt Rentals is here to make your job a little easier. Our knowledgeable staff will help you find the right equipment for any job, big or small. Did you know that Sunbelt Rentals carries heaters, air conditioners, generators, lighting, traffic control, and so much more? So whether you're building it up or knocking it down, we've got the equipment you need. Get it done, rent it now. And right now, for a limited time, you can have it for less. Just by mentioning this ad, if you rent it Friday afternoon, you can keep it the whole weekend and only pay for one day. But this is a limited time offer, so stop into Sunbelt Rentals today, Northwest 27th, just a quarter mile east of I-75. For more information, just give us a call, 352-369-9101. 352-369-9101. Sunbelt Rentals. Get it done, rent it now. 352-369-9101.
Hi, my name is Erica Olstein. I'm a doctor of acupuncture and oriental medicine. So, you used to be wired, now you're just tired. You used to be thin, but now you're the heaviest you've ever been. You don't necessarily always have to take a med if your thyroid is playing dead. If you have a thyroid disorder, an acupuncture visit may be in order. Come visit me, your primary care physician, Erica Olstein, at A Better You Healthcare. Call me at 352-615-5566.
One of the best things about living in beautiful Central Florida is that we get to have a garden all year long. Spend some time on Tuesday mornings in the garden with Carol Ann Baldwin right here on WOCA The Source from 9 till 10 a.m. Carol Ann will take your phone calls and she'll even check out your photos on her In the Garden Facebook page. Grab a tall glass of something refreshing and spend an hour in the garden with Carol Ann each Tuesday morning right here on The Source, WOCA.
Here is your 30-second news brief. The gunman in Sunday night's mass shooting in Las Vegas, Stephen Paddock, has ties to Central Florida. His brother Eric, who lives near the University of Central Florida, says he's in shock. The northbound lanes of US 441 across Paynes Prairie have been closed because of flooding after an old levee failed. Cultivators of medical marijuana are pushing the Department of Health to allow edible marijuana, and rocker and Gainesville native Tom Petty has died at the age of 66. And that is your news brief from The Source.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA. Ocala!
Minutes after 7 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Tuesday morning. It is October 3rd, 2017. Good morning. You're listening to AM Ocala Live on WOCA The Source, and we are broadcasting live from the Paddock Mall just outside the WOCA Commissary, where you too can get a chicken sandwich. A chicken sandwich, Robin. Just a big old hunk of meat on a bun.
Nice.
A couple of pickles. What else do you need? Life is good, Robin.
Exactly.
70 degrees right now. 85 is the expected high temperature today. There is a 10% chance of rain. 10%. I wouldn't worry about it. Tomorrow, pretty much the same thing. Highs around 85, 10%. Thursday, let's see what they're saying now. 40% chance of rain Thursday with highs around 84. And Friday, oh, don't tell me, 51% chance of rain.
Uh-oh.
But most likely early in the afternoon.
There you go.
So,
we're good.
So
We're good.
So there's two reasons we don't want it to rain Friday. First, Friday Art Walk, which is what we're going to. And, of course, high school football, which is something Galen Unold will be reporting from.
Exactly.
And so it's today you say to God, we love the rain. Just give us about a 10-hour break.
Reprieve.
Good morning again, Robin. Thank you for all you do.
Thank you, and thank you for all you do.
7:35 this morning, we will talk about things in the news. If you are interested in calling in about the shooter or the shooting in Vegas, you are certainly welcome to, or any gun-related opinions, you are certainly welcome to call in about those things. If you want to call in about Tom Petty, I know some of you probably knew him. Is it the sheriff? Somebody up in Gainesville is his cousin, and I was reading. I never did know that. But anyway, he grew up around here. He grew up in Gainesville, and so he died yesterday at the age of 66. So we'll talk about that as well. The rest of the morning, let's see. Galen will be on at 8:05, I hope. I'm guessing Life South was pretty busy. I was reading some stories about how the blood banks were helping out with the 500-plus injured people from that idiot out in Vegas.
Yeah.
It's just horrible. I mean, the deaths are horrible. The injured are needing care, and so the blood centers here in Central Florida, Life South included, are helping out. So I'm sure he had his hands filled. Plus, I saw on Facebook that one of his sons was inducted into the Honor Society or something in school. So some congratulations on that achievement. 8:35 News Bites. That's when we read the news and withhold our opinions about it. Carol Ann, thank God for Carol Ann. Carol Ann will be on at 9 to 5. She is our weekly breath of fresh air. She volunteers 1 hour each week to do this radio show.
Yeah, she does. She's fabulous.
Not compensated in any way other than the joy she gets from doing it. And she'll be here this morning to talk about your gardens, your lawns, the rain. Who knows? Maybe the upcoming cooler days, which if you're from the north, you're laughing right now. You don't know what cold is.
Yeah.
I sort of don't anymore. Been here so long. Matt Gibbs is coming out at 10:05. Matt is our go-to guy when we have questions about cars, because cars are cars all over the world, Robin.
Exactly.
Zora Harrison and Adam Tenza will be in at 10:35 to talk about our eye health. They are both from Ocala Eye. Ken Blackburn at 11:05. Ken is a 4-time Guinness World Record holder for paper airplanes.
Isn't that cool?
Now,
Isn't that cool?
This is a book I can use. The book is called Pocket Flyers, Paper Airplane Book. 69 mini paper airplanes. Wow.
That's right.
All right. Well, we'll be flying airplanes this afternoon, or this morning.
And he's cool. He does aeronautical research right here in Florida for the United States Air Force. So.
Well, there you go.
He's pretty awesome. He's an awesome guy.
If you do aeronautical research, you should always know how to fold a paper airplane.
Exactly.
Paper airplane folding, by the way, in my experience, is luck of the draw. I say this because of this. Whenever I fold a paper airplane, I fold it what I think is exactly the same way every single time. I think it's the same, but yet the thing does not fly exactly the same every time. So there must be some subtle difference in the way I fold it to cause the plane to not fly or to fly really well.
Well, you are a good paper airplane guy, though. I mean, you always end up, flying the plane wherever you want it to go.
That's what you think. Let's see. Andrew Vaughn is a distinguished and respected music journalist. He's coming out to talk to us about not only Tom Petty, but also Willie Nelson. He's written a book called Willie Nelson, American Icon. If you're a Willie Nelson fan, I promise you will love the book, and I promise I have one that I'm giving away at the end of the interview. So if you are patient with me and wait till I announce it, I will make sure that one of you gets the book for free. It looks like let me see what's called.
It's a wonderful book. I love the stories in there and the photographs.
It is huge.
And gosh, way back when he was growing up, it wasn't unusual for parents to, leave and pursue their own things, and then the grandparents would step up and raise the children. And
right.
And I think it's getting to be that way now again. It's so sad.
Look at his daughter. She's pretty. Wow, that's his daughter? Wow.
I don't know.
Yeah, this says Amy Lee Nelson, Willie's daughter and a singer-songwriter in her own right, and inspiration for his Rainbow Connection album. There you go. Pretty girl. Too bad Willie Nelson's not coming on. All right.
I know, that'd be great.
Today is National Boyfriend Day.
Oh, really?
Do you remember your first boyfriend?
Yes, I do.
Do you want to tell me about him?
His name was Mike, and
Mike?
I don't know if you could say he was a boyfriend or not, but he would walk me home from school. He would actually carry my books, and all the neighbors were in a tither, my mother's friends, because
Why?
Well, because there was a boy walking me home from school that first day, and it was like, oh my gosh, wasn't that something?
How old were you?
13.
So what, was he was he a troublemaker in the neighborhood?
No, it was
No?
just the fact that a boy was walking me
Oh,
home
so they
from
didn't know
school.
him. He wasn't from your same neighborhood?
He went to my school.
I know,
But he didn't live on my block.
Gotcha. Okay, so the neighbors didn't know him. So they
No.
wondered about him. They said, "Who is he?"
Well, that was the first fella that ever walked me home from school, so of course that was an event in my neighborhood.
Today's also National Techies Day. So, Fun with Joe's not about boyfriends, it's about technology. I have technology trivia for you and Joe, and I
Nice.
think you're going to have a good time with this one. There's a lot of fun little curves in there. When Galen Newnold is on the phone, I want to kind of touch base with him on what's going on locally regarding blood donations for the 500 people who were
Massacred.
injured in the shooting incident in Las Vegas. Plus, as I mentioned before, I did read on Facebook that one of his sons was inducted into the National Honor Society, which is always a cool thing to recognize the kids when they do good.
Oh, that's probably why he wasn't here yesterday then.
That's my thinking. Yeah, either that or he was, or both maybe. Maybe he was just really busy. But I also had this thing I wanted to share with him that I had prepared for yesterday. I kind of held on to it. Things you can major in college, and one of them is, and I kind of did this without him, but I want to do it again with him, sports broadcasting. Radio specifically, not necessarily TV, mentioned in that article, by the way. All right. Tom Petty died. Before we go to the bottom and do the hard news, well, Tom Petty passing is kind of hard news. Do you remember anything about Tom Petty?
Just that I liked him for that concert for George. I thought he was pretty cool.
That is true.
That made a big impression on me with him, and he always wore a hat.
That is true. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know really anything about him. I like his music.
Early on in my my music days, I would go up to Gainesville to a recording studio called Mirror Image, and Mirror Image was in a guy's garage. The guy's name was Bob McPeak. And he had another guy, the two guys had a recording studio in the garage. And
Ray Valla?
I'm sorry?
Ray Valla?
It wasn't Ray.
Oh, okay. It was
No.
another guy before Ray.
It was Paul.
Okay.
It was Paul. Oh my gosh, I can't remember Paul's last name. But I think Paul went to Vegas, as a matter of fact. And so then Bob McPeak was left alone. And I believe they were friends with Tom Petty in his younger days. So
Nice.
I don't really know that. And I never met Tom Petty, of course. But anyway, so 5 things you may not know about Tom Petty. He played at Live Aid and Farm Aid. And Robin, as you mentioned, also the concert for George Harrison. After George Harrison died, remember they did that 1 year.
Yeah,
1
that
year
was
later.
fabulous.
He was a crusader for artistic control. You might remember he refused to be transferred to another record company without his consent and would not let MCA raise the Hard Promises album price from $8.98 to $9.98.
Good for him.
Remember that?
Good for him.
He donated to New Orleans schools' music programs after Hurricane Katrina. You might not know about that. He helped rebuild schools' music programs after Katrina. He did that with Elton John, Paul McCartney, and Neil Young, by the way. It's amazing, really, to think of a local guy from Gainesville with a guitar.
Yeah.
Rises up to that level.
He's successful.
He stood against greed in the music industry. He capped his concert ticket prices at $65 instead of the nearly $150 that many artists were charging in the 2000s.
Nice.
And he kicked the heroin habit in the 90s. He didn't talk about it until late 2000s, so he wouldn't be a bad example to young people, but he did let it be known in a biography that he had a heroin problem, and he overcame it. Maybe that contributed to his heart problem.
But good for him that he lived a wonderful, generous life.
We'll be right back.
It don't really matter to me Fox News Radio, I'm Chris Foster. There were 23 guns in the hotel room where a man opened fire on people at a country music concert below. More than 500 hurt. Fox's Jeff Manasso in Las Vegas.
We're hearing stories of strangers helping strangers. A family assistance and reunification opened at the Las Vegas Convention Center to locate loved ones. Donations of money, supplies, and blood also continue to pour in as police look for the gunman's motive.
Police found Stephen Paddock dead when they got to the room. There were 19 more guns and explosives in his home in Mesquite, Nevada. The Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Tom Petty died, 66 years old, after a heart attack at his home in Malibu, California. He and his band, The Heart, 40th Anniversary Tour. Fox News. We report, you decide.
Napa know-how.
Right now, Napa Full Synthetic Motor Oil is on sale for just $4.29 a quart. Quality motor oil at an affordable price. A deal so good it practically sells itself. Which begs the question, what do we do with the rest of this commercial? Repeat the deal, I guess. Napa Full Synthetic Motor Oil for just $4.29 a quart. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
General states pricing. Sales prices do not include applicable state, local taxes, or recycling fees. Offer ends 10/31/17.
Okay, Kevin, for the grand prize of $1 million. What color is the White House?
I know this.
5 seconds.
Oh, switching to Geico could save you a bunch of money on car insurance?
Okay. Judges? That's true, Kevin. They'll allow it. Congratulations. You're a winner.
Woo!
Geico, because saving 15% or more on car insurance is always a great answer.
If you or a loved one is suffering with knee, shoulder, neck, back pain, or tennis elbow and would like to learn how to get out of pain, go to Regenetic.com. Then listen in on the first and third Thursday at 10 a.m. to the people that give you the regenerative medical solutions to your pain. Regenetic. First and third Thursdays, 10 a.m. here on WOCA 96.3 FM, 1370 AM. The Source. Regenetic.com.
Don't get caught without your daily source of senior deals. Pick up your copy of the Senior Voice newspaper. It's your source for schedule and events tailored to seniors, with information you need, like a list of free events in the area. We even have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company to you that fits your needs, and all we ask in return is that you tell them where you heard about them. For more information, call Tom's Picks, 352-804-1223. And pick up your copy of the Senior's Voice at most any business up and down the 200 corridor. Now read Ocala Downtown Newspaper online.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident on this Tuesday. Times of clouds and sun with a stray shower. It'll be rather windy, too. The afternoon high 83.